Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to get the brand new corrupted huge bait pretty fast and easy, and to where you can auto AFK it as well. So if you guys do enjoy this video, then make sure to smash the like button and click the subscribe button as well, because I would greatly appreciate it. It supports the channel, so thank you in advance. But now that we got all that out of the way, let's get you guys some corrupted bait so you guys can have a chance at that brand new huge pet. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is go inside of your skill tree so you can unlock the ability to get the brand new corrupt huge bait. And well, that's fairly simple. So go inside the skill tree here, go to the holiday event, and you will see a lot more upgrades added onto, well, the upgrades that were here before. But you're going to go over to the left side section. This is where the brand new dark ice fishing is, and you know how to get the corrupt bait in general. You pretty much want to get all of these upgrades because you're going to need these in general if you want to get, you know, the brand new huge or a better chance of getting the corrupted huge bait. But like I said, you can unlock the dark ice fishing here. You definitely need this. And then you can get the corrupted bait sales, which have a chance of them being inside of the merchant and stuff like that. And then you can get the more corrupted huge bait here, 1, 2, and 3, to where you can catch a ton of corrupted huge bait and have a greater chance. And then if you go down this path, you can unlock the ability to hatch the huge corrupt octopus, and this will actually give you better odds of as well. Once you have all these upgrades, you are pretty much good to go, because you can now get the corrupt huge bait from just catching normally inside the ice fishing area, and you can get them from the merchant as well. So if you also want to have a chance to get them from the merchant, you need to have the merchant upgrades if you don't have them already, and make sure you have faster catching, or pretty much, you know, catching speed or anything like that, because you want them. The reason you want them, because the faster you cast, the faster you'll get items, and you have a better chance of getting the corrupt huge bait from just normally fishing instead of just only relying on it being inside of the merchant. But now you got basically all the fishing upgrades, or just the dark ice fishing part of the upgrade tree. It's all good to go now, and we can get into how to get them in general. So let's do it. So when you load into a server, you will see 2 ice fishing ponds. You'll see the normal ice fishing pond, and you'll see the dark ice fishing pond. Now you can't fish in the dark ice fishing pond unless you have corrupt bait on. If you don't have corrupt bait equipped, it will give you this error, and it will say you can only fish here with corrupted huge bait. You can catch some at the ice fishing hole nearby. So you can actually catch the corrupt huge bait from ice fishing normally inside of the normal area. You can just sit here and fish and have a great chance of getting one, especially with those upgrades. But you can also get a greater chance of getting them from the ice fishing merchant. You can go in here and it will have a chance to spawn just like every other bait, including the abyssal one. Now if you want to increase your chances of getting the huge corrupt octopus, you can actually go for the brand new corrupt rod, which shows you right here. And the way to only get that, or have a chance of getting that, is from an abyssal treasure chest. You can't get them from normal frozen treasure chests, unfortunately. You can only get them from the abyssal ones. You have a chance of getting one, and that's the only rod you can get from that chest. Now once you get that rod, it's just like the frozen rod, where you can have a better chance of getting whatever huge you're going for, and that would be the huge corrupt octopus. So it'll increase your chances, and there you go. But now let's get into how to AFK the corrupt huge bait and how to auto farm it all at the same exact time. I've showed you this method before plenty of times in the other videos, but this is how you're going to get the corrupt huge bait from the merchant and just catching it all at the same time. You're just going to walk over to the ice fishing merchant just like so. You're going to get this UI up on your screen, and look, I got some corrupt huge bait anyway, so let's go ahead and buy that. And once you're inside here, you're going to make sure that you buy everything in here to where it says sold out. The reason you want it to be sold out is because you're going to get the pop-up just like this once you click that, and you want to make sure that you're able to make that go away. You're also going to get a program called Tiny Task. It's going to look something a little like this. I've showed this plenty of times. It's completely free, virus free. Just make sure you download it from a trustworthy site, and you should be good to go from there. Go to preferences, get your recording hotkey, your playback hotkey, make sure it's always on top, and continuous playback, and you are all set to go. So now what you're going to do is start your recording by pressing your recording hotkey to where this little camera turns red. You're then going to go in here, click the sold out button, click OK, click the sold out button for every last one of them, and make sure you are clicking OK, and you are good to go. Now I'm going to do this again because I messed up, but just make sure you go through and do this the same exact way I just showed you. Stop the recording, and you are now good to go. You're now going to move your character over to the fishing icon. So just look over to the side here. Once you see the fishing currency pop up, that means you are in the fishing spot, just like so. I'm now in it. I'm now fishing, getting bait, having a good chance at the corrupted huge bait, and I can now buy the bait inside the merchant as well. And I can just play my recording just like so. Now my speed is up to 100. You don't have to set it that high. You can set it to whatever speed you want. But either way, once the merchant restocks, you will then buy the bait all over again until it restocks and goes through that cycle, and you'll just continuously buy bait over and over. Now, is it possible to use that bait to where you can, be able to catch the chest and all that stuff? No, you're unfortunately going to have to buy all the bait overnight or however long you plan on AFKing, come back, pop all that bait and AFK again, and then you can catch whatever, bait you have equipped. But as you can see, I'm getting corrupt huge bait just from fishing. If you can see on the right side, you'll see it pop up just like that. I just got 3 just from fishing. It is super easy and useful. You can get a ton of bait. You can get the abyssal bait, the normal bait, and the corrupt huge bait, all from just doing this method. It is super overpowered, and I tell people to do this all the time, and I've done plenty of videos on this already, but it's just super good. The one thing I like to tell a lot of people, make sure you are not rolling while doing this. The reason I say that, and a lot of people get confused, is because once you get an egg animation, what I mean by an egg animation is where your screen goes black and you get that animation, it will make the UI go away. So you want to make sure that you are not rolling while doing this. You can roll like this, auto roll, hide rolls, walk over here and do the same exact process, but soon as you get an egg animation, it is going to make that UI go away and it's going to ruin your process. Now you actually don't even need to use the merchant. If you don't feel like, buying the bait through the merchant or whatever like that, you don't have to. You seriously don't. It's really not the best possible way of getting corrupt huge bait. You have the best possible chances of just fishing normally. So you can just sit inside the fishing area, roll all night, get a ton of corrupt huge bait without even buying anything from the merchant, and just get a lot more in general. And then you won't have to worry about the egg animation bothering your whole process. Now also, I'm going to get this question. I just know it. A lot of people ask me about mobile players. You don't have to worry about it. The only people that have to worry about this is iOS, because iOS users do not have auto clickers. So you guys really can't do this whole process. You can AFK obviously, but you're going to need to find a way to, stop it from disconnecting. But if you're an Android player, then you should have no problems with a ton of auto clickers you can download and do the same exact process as PC players. Now PC users, you guys don't even need to use TinyTask. You can use any program that mimics TinyTask. Even an auto clicker will work as well. I just like to recommend TinyTask because it's pretty useful and it records anything that you possibly want to do. But this is how you get a ton of the brand new corrupt huge bait. It's super easy. You can just sit here and fish all night and get a ton that way. And if you want to increase your chances of getting a little bit more, then you can go through the merchant and just go through this way, walk back over, and you're fishing and buying everything all over again. The only downside to this is that you can't roll all night, especially when you get that egg animation. Now there's one more positive effect that you can get from the ice fishing merchant. Yes, I know the con is that you can't really roll, but the pro is that you can get abyssal bait, and once you get abyssal bait, you get a guaranteed abyssal treasure chest, and there you have a better chance of getting the brand new corrupt rod, which increases your chances of getting the brand new huge. If you don't care about the huge or increasing your chances, then you don't have to go the merchant route. You can just go to the fishing spot, AFK, and have a good chance there, but you won't have a better chance of getting abyssal bait. Abyssal bait's pretty hard to get from just ice fishing normally. You have a better chance of getting it from the merchant, but that's honestly totally up to you. But that is pretty much every way and the fastest way of getting the brand new corrupt huge bait and how to auto AFK it all at the same exact time. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and hopefully you found it helpful. If you guys have any questions regarding this video, then please feel free to let me know in the comment section down below. Without further ado, this is the end of the video, so smash that like button, click the subscribe button, and click the notification bell to never miss an upload. Thank you guys again for watching, and I'll catch you guys all in the next video. Peace out, everybody.